Everyone, please bring to the stage. Hello. Hello. Just kidding. All right, so that was just my funny little entrance to this because this topic right here. So, this is a channeled message. This is to everyone who is dealing with. My set is all jacked up. Anyways, I don't feel comfortable. Okay, this message is to everyone who is going through something or. Sorry. This topic is actually really heavy. It's not even funny, but Spirit told me to do that, and it's to lighten everybody up. So, I broke the spiritual rules last night, and because of that, I am not allowed to read tarot today, according to Spirit. So, I have to show the world, I have to teach something to you guys in order to get out of my being in trouble. Okay? So, last night, people work with people. This topic is about unaliving themselves. Now, this topic probably resonates with so many people. Really gotta eat that oatmeal. It's gonna resonate with a lot of people. And if it's something that you say on a regular basis, I'm getting really bad heartburn. If it's something that you say on the regular, like, I'm gonna unalive myself, I'm gonna unalive myself, I'm gonna unalive myself. Please stop doing that. Okay. Normally, this message would have scared anybody that I know. Okay. And I manifest this goes to 18 and over people who know somebody who's either in a mental hospital, in a spiritual mental hospital, meaning they're going through something mentally and you know it, right? Because you don't have to go to the hospital to be in spiritual hospital. Now, let me turn this up. I feel like you guys can't see me. Okay, so I get a lot of prolific things in my dream. Okay, color red could be significant, cardinals could be significant. I get a lot of messages in my dream. Glasses like this could be significant. 222. Someone that I'm channeling was an earth angel. But this is for all of the people that have accidentally unalived themselves, have unalived themselves, are thinking about unaliving themselves, or that are dealing with situations and not knowing how to handle it and resulting in the attention of going to the mental hospital and getting a vacation or whatever. So, we're all religions, all genders. We're the plus size one, we're the skinny one too. This is a heavy message, and I'm finding it really hard to breathe right now because I see you. Okay? I'm going to tell you what happens if you take that choice. Okay? I'm qualified to talk about this because I've been in that situation about 11 times in my life where I wound up in the hospital. Because I said that I was going to unalive myself. Okay. No. I would never ever do that again. I don't condone doing that. I have met people in those situations that do it because they don't want to be homeless. I've met people in those situations that really needed to be there, and I consider them a soul friend forever. This isn't a dark message. It has a balance to it. It has a yin and a yang to it. So if you're still here, hang on. Okay. Now, in my dream last night, I tapped into someone, okay, and that person wanted me to see where they were at. Their purgatory. And it was right before bed. When you fall asleep and you have dreams, okay, those are very, very significant to you. Now, this wasn't funny, nor am I making a joke out of it or a mockery. This is actually something very, very serious, and I feel really bad for this person. So, what I was able to see was... Oh, I'm seeing it again. But I'm seeing it in angelic, so I'm going to draw you a room. Okay. You're in a room, a dark room. Okay. And there's a little TVs in front of you, little screens, where you can see in people's lives. Now, this specific person that I channeled, her purgatory plays on a revolving sequence, and I was only able to see 1, 2, 3, and then whatever she has to see. So I could only see the parts of her purgatory, which are flashes, and they play on a loop, like picture, 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 picture. But instead of pictures, they're situations. So this person's purgatory is, they see somebody in it, and this is the truth. I don't care if you believe me or not. Like, this is 100% the truth. This is not a joke. Their purgatory is, there's someone in a room standing behind them, and I know that we've all had dreams like this. They're warning dreams, but someone's standing like that, and she can see him, but he's a shadow, and he has like almost like nylon, almost like when you see the chiffon in a picture and it's like blowing all the way out that way. Like, you can't make out the face, but as you know, it's something disturbing behind, something just authoritative, but you're really in trouble. And she's bound, but she's suspended bound. Okay. And this is what happens. Whatever the degree you did it, it's worse or better or worse, better or worse, better or worse. But she's suspended. She can't go to the bathroom. She has to use the bathroom. She can't enjoy anything. She somehow gets food or nutrients in the spiritual world, but she has to use the bathroom on herself, and she's bound. But like with any color you want, really, whatever your color is, let's say hers is red, for instance. Well, she's bound, almost mummified, and the mouth all the way down. And this specific person that I channeled had taken her life with her baby inside of her, and she is holding the baby in her arm, and the baby's screaming, but she can't see the baby, but she can look down and she could look over. She could see that guy there, and she could see there's something there in the mummified mess, so tight, right? And her hands can't touch it, but it's there, and she's scared she's gonna drop it. But she wants to see it so bad, almost like all those moments for the mothers that have seen their kids, and this is just a really, really bad situation. Like the worst you can possibly think of. And their replay is the situation that made them that one final click that made them do it. Then the next click is the person that they cared about the most view of them. This person hung themselves, and then they have to sit there, and they can't move their head, but they can move their eyes. The only thing they can move is their eyes. Well, when you do this, this is the most horrible. I feel horrible right now. Even channeling this again. Well, in my vision last night, once I fell asleep and I was in my dream state, I was yelling at her from another corner, being able to see it. And I was like, somehow I could communicate with her. And then I wasn't able to anymore. They said I'm stepping out of my bounds. Like literally, I heard them say, you're stepping out of bounds. Well, they're gonna, you're not restricted, okay, until they restrict you. So you know me. I threw a couple more slides in there, and I'm like, girl, look to the, yes is this way, no. I mean, yes is this way, no is this way. Do it with your eyeballs, right? Because she's trying so hard. We're trying to connect, and she's trying to give me messages, right? But I can't make any of it out. Like, she's for real trapped. And I don't know how long for, but I know that she'll be back with her family again once she learned, like, not only does she have to live out, so when you go to purgatory, you live out your whole entire life bound, using the bathroom on yourself, being in confusion, all of that, bound, suspended. Like, you're not walking no more, you're not eating no more, you're not enjoying anything anymore. And you have to, in real time, however long, sit there in real time. Like, think of being in detention, but worse, right? Think about being in detention in air and bound, and having to write. She's not writing, but having to write and write and write and write and write and write and write till the end of time. Well, in real time, she's sitting there watching all this play out. Every time she's brought up, it shows her a flash. Every time she's honored, it shows her a flash. Every time she comes to someone's memory, she's shown that on those little screens. But she's stuck there until she lives out in real time her whole entire life, and then until she lives out her whole entire daughter's life. I'm hearing daughter. It's life. Okay. It's not worth it. Because then once you see your life play out and you realize that literally a week later the tower moment was going to be over, the lesson was going to be in the over. If the angels don't divinely intervene and drop, split, fall, and an angel saves you, an earth angel saves you somehow, even through this message, it's not worth it. I'm going to try to create a skit so I can show you guys what I've seen. But I don't think I'm going to be allowed to post it. It's your worst nightmare. And you have no choice. And then, now I'm hearing, and then the people that you hurt the most, you have to see it their way too. I don't think you have to live a whole lifetime of that, but you have to see some type of version of how you affected other people's lives. Their path. I'm hearing their path. What you did and how it affected their path. I mean, that's a really long time if you think about it. And maybe if you mess somebody else's life up, you might have to sit there and watch in real time their whole entire life too. I don't know. I don't know that part. I channel the divine. I only speak the truth. And, but these people are going to be able to, they're like, it's a constant wheel anyways. Like, you die, you not, we're not talking about unaliving anymore, but you leave this earth, you reincarnate, you come back, and the whole thing is to bring your bloodlines up. Every bad thing that's happening in your life is a way that you can use to your advantage, okay? If it's really, really, really bad, know this. Know that there's something bigger out there than you. I mean, look, 10 years ago we said aliens weren't real. There's something bigger than you out there helping you out, because there is. And in this moment, you're supposed to, if you meditate, meditate. If you don't meditate, close your eyes and start breathing in and out real slowly. And ask your angels to show you what's next before bed. If you're wanting to do it because of someone else, it's not worth it, because then you fail the test. It's like you dropped out of school on purpose. You don't want to do that. It's always going to get better. You use whatever situation happened to you, whether someone did something to you or someone took your man or whatever. People have just been horrible to you and kicked the dog the whole life. You have to use it as fuel, babe. You have to use that as fuel. Because nobody can get rid of you. What are they gonna? They're gonna word you to death? No, they're not gonna do that. Yeah, I mean, yeah, they're gonna try, but nobody's going to move you. And the only way that you can overcome this is to get up out that bed. Stop saying bad things about yourself. And move on. And know that there's a cosmic order and that person's going to get what they deserve. Now, that's your story. You're no longer the victim. Moving on. Our metaphysical lesson for the day is going to be, I have to do a balance of it. So let's say, for instance, you're having trouble with someone. You have to come from a place of a high vibrational, preferably holistic vegan, to do something like this and it work. Now, if you're a fast food eater and you eat garbage all day and this, that, and whatever, and you go to do this to someone who's high vibrational, they don't even have to do anything back. It's going to return back. And that's why I stay high vibration. Because nobody's stuff can work on me. Okay. It just makes my hair grow longer. So, let's say, for instance, I'm going to write this one for myself. And let's see. I'm just going to do it towards somebody that I'm already having a good relationship with. And this will make it better. Okay? So, take a jar. You put the name of the person. Okay? Full name. That's why it's important not to give your full name out to people, because they could do stuff like this. I just put 2 names on here. I'm not going to do the full thing because I don't do white or dark magic on anyone. But this is a good tool for the light workers, especially if you're trying to help in a situation that it's like finding a bobby pin. This is like finding a bobby pin. The better the products, the better. Okay? You have your jar with your names in it. You take your salt. The better the salt, the better the situation. Better the salt, the better the situation. You can take table if you want, but it's not going to work as good. The better the water, the better the situation. The better the intention, the better the situation. Put your salt in there. The names, close it, and like a snow globe, you shake. Okay? That causes a relationship to get better. Use it if you want to, you don't have to use it. Or, and I would never and will never, but Spirit says I have to give balance to this topic in order for it to work. This is a way to reverse just words spoken on you, okay? Now, in the interim, if you're trying to do it the reverse way and trying to cause conflict, which I promise you, you do not want to do, especially if you're low vibrational, let karma deal with it and leave it up to that. But you take the other one up to the table, you know, you got the salt and the, I don't even want to say the word. I'm not even going to pretend. And then you do that and you shake it up like a snow globe. You want to use jalapenos, you want to use whatever, that's what you do, right? Because there's light and there's dark people. But just know that this one, irregardless, comes back to you. Whether it comes back to you with your hair falling out, or it comes back to you and you look aged. This causes more energy than this. So for the people that are in this kind of world, this is the dark world, this is the light world, it's much better to step into the light. Step into the light! Okay. And that's coming from a high vibrational standpoint. Spirit says give balance, I give balance. I hear detention over. Tomorrow on my Metaphysical Tea, I'll bring more spirituality to it and I'll do my cards. But I was trying to help that person that I told you about, 222 on my timer. I was trying to help that person that I was talking about just a second ago, and I kept getting woken up. Like, I woke up like 8. I was not giving up. And then finally, I'm exhausted right now, and I have to go to school in a minute. But that is going to be manifested to all the right people. Share it with someone so they can understand from a point of view that I'm coming from, because I've been there. I see you. And it's not worth it. I promise you it's not worth it. Even if you could happily visualize what I just seen. Blah. You don't even want to be in that situation. Ciao.